The state of infrastructure such as road, airport, railway, maritime, health centers, schools, power supply define the status of any nation. With growing population figure put at over 180 million and a disproportionate growth in budgetary spending on capital projects, Nigeria's over the years witnessed a huge infrastructure deficit, which experts believe would require over $100 billion within the next 6 years to shore up.
It is being on record in the last few years that government and other, infrastructure-focused institutions and authority in Nigeria, including the private sector, we collectively might have been spending maybe about $10 billion. So it means that we have a gap increasingly that is hovering around $15 billion or plus.
The effect of the deficit has left over 60% of the country's estimated 200,000 kilometers of road network in bad shape. Electricity generation abysmally low. However, in the last 2 years, the present administration has increased budgetary spending in order to bridge the gap. This, according to some infrastructure experts, might not be enough.
Federal government need to fund infrastructure development bank. They need to empower ICRC, Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission. They need to empower them. And MDAs, they need to change the narrative by seeing PPP as the way to go, because budgetary allocation is not enough.
Government has been trying increasingly in the last 5 years to increase budgetary allocation to infrastructure. It will have been impactful, assuming we began to plan before the population exploded, so that as each year we add more to the number of infrastructure that is available than the number of people and the users of the infrastructure. But we have lost time, allow demand to build up, that whatever we then make available on an annual basis look insignificant.
The road to recovery appears to have been set in motion as the nation's capacity to generate power hits 7,000 megawatts, though issues on distribution are still pending. Furthermore, the success of the 100 billion naira Sukuk bond project means more roads are to be fixed.
I assure you that on 25 major routes that encompass the A1 to A4, which is the Lagos to Sokoto, Warri to Benin to Katsina, Port Harcourt to Makurdi to Yobe, and Calabar to Katsina Ala to Taraba.
If the estimated housing sector deficit, put at over 17 million, is anything to go by, the task of fixing this is obviously daunting, as it would require at least 500,000 units annually for the next 35 years. The minister says this too is being tackled.
It's a national housing program to test the design for two things around which previous housing initiatives have floundered: for acceptability by the citizens. There are empty houses that people don't like because they were not consulted when it was built. To also test it for affordability. There are also houses that some people like, they can't afford it.
As the country looks forward to playing in the league of top 20 economies in no distant future, whatever these would require must be given the desired attention. Chris Elams, Channels Television News.